When no one else will stand side by side with you. When no one else wants to run as far as you will run. Still say. Still say. Even if I don't do this again, still say. I think y'all got it. Give yourselves a round of applause. I think you got it. Because when you're willing to be bold and outrageous and look a little strange. By the way, don't wait for me to point no more. I'm not doing that. And don't wait for me to say yes, yes. You say it. Interrupt me with the yes, yes. Because I don't need to hear your yes, yes. You need to hear your yes, yes. Yes, yes. And let me tell you why I say yes, yes, and the second yes has to be louder than the first yes. It's not just a cliche. It's not just a little thing that I do on stage so that we get a little vibration going. It's because the first yes you say is the yes to you. That's that thing you know you can do. But with all due respect to your faith, I'm not here to impose my belief system on you at all. But that second yes has to be louder. Because that second yes is to the divine assignment on your life. Yes, yes. And that second yes is going to cost you something. Yes, yes. That second yes is going to require you to become the man, the woman you've known yourself to be. Yes, yes. That second yes may require you to walk longer than you expected to walk. Love deeper than you thought you could ever love. That second yes may require you to forgive the perceivingly unforgivable. That second yes is going to require more from you, so it needs to be a little louder than the first yes. Say it again. That's why. Because when Lisa was saying yes to Lisa, that was easy. But when I began to see the assignment on my life, see, I'm a mama from South Central Los Angeles. Born between the Harlem Crip 30s and the Rolling 60s. Those are not cheerleading squads. I had 3 fights a week to get home from school. I struggled for 12 years in school. I found out in my 20s that I struggled because I'm severely dyslexic. Now it just makes me creative. I see things from all different directions. But in school, it was challenging. My highest grade in school was a C+ in 12 years of school. The last time I took the English class, I got a fail. And my English teacher said, Lisa, you have to be the weakest writer I've ever met in my entire life. I said, well, do I get an award for that? Like, I am the best at the worst. Like, what? And so, my yes, my second yes comes from a woman who needed to reinvent herself, who at 29 years old had a baby unexpectedly and found myself in 1995 broke and broken. Found myself looking for hope in the arms of a man, or looking for hope inside my social work, but not finding enough in me. I found myself in 1995 looking good on the outside. Come on. I looked real good. I knew how to polish and clean up well. I had mastered my smile. I had mastered that silent cry. But when I looked down at my baby and I said, if I don't clean my life up, I'm going to sentence him to my misery. And I remember my son lying on his back, 8 months old. And I said, as I had him wrapped in a towel, because I couldn't afford Pampers, so I had to wrap him in a towel for 2 days. I said, Jelani, mommy will change our lives. We will never be this broke or broken again if you trust me, baby. And I knew he couldn't understand me. I knew he couldn't understand me. But I needed him to hear me, just in his baby kind of way. I needed him to hear me, and I needed to hear me. I needed to hear me being willing to fight. So I'm here today to ask you, are you willing to disrupt your norm for your future possibility? Are you willing to disrupt your lifestyle for your future possibilities? Are you willing to disrupt the conversation you've had in your head about you for the last 10 years for your future possibilities? Are you willing to disrupt the conversation other people have about you? Are you willing to become barely recognizable to them? See, I knew who I'd always been, and I've always been a nice person, so that wasn't a bad person. I wasn't ever a nasty person. I wasn't ever a mean person. Who I was nice, but she wasn't leaving a fingerprint on this planet yet. Are you willing? You are a unique, unrepeatable miracle with a divine assignment on your life, and no one can bring that assignment forth but you. No one can do you like you do you. And the world is waiting for you to dance a deeper dance. The world is waiting for you to sing a bolder song. The world is waiting for you to become unapologetic. Say unapologetic. Say unapologetic. See, there's a little energy with unapologetic. See, a lot of you guys are still working on not being disruptive, when the very thing you might need to be is disruptive. Yes, yes? See, when I ran into my high school teacher, my high school English teacher, and I was told I had two teachers, and one teacher said, when I turned over the Chicken Soup for the African American Soul book, that was the first book that I co-authored, Chicken Soup for the African American Soul. He said, when I turned the book over and I saw your face as I stood in Barnes and Nobles, I began to cry. Because none of us knew if you would make it or not. We knew you were a good kid, but we didn't know what you were good at. And I'm okay with that, because I hadn't found out what I was good at yet. So you're inside of a discovery. And the next best version of you hasn't even come out yet, y'all. Like the next best version of you at 30, at 45, at 50, at 60, the next best version of you hasn't even come out yet. And you can't see all that you're great at because of God. I call him God, call him whatever you choose. I'm not here to impose my belief system on you. But if you saw everything that you were going to do in this lifetime, you would get afraid of your own greatness. You would start slowing down and moonwalking. You stop moving forward. You just start looking like you're moving, but you stop because you would be afraid. Like, me, I'm going to do all that. You begin to get in your own way. Come on, you guys. Because you couldn't have told me in 1995 that I was going to be this woman. I couldn't contain that. I didn't have the emotional capacity to see this impact during that time. Does that make sense? So you're not going to see the 2,000 miles ahead of you. You may not see the 200 miles ahead of you. You may only see 20. Or you may only see 2. Just do 2. So I came by to disrupt your norm. I came by to unleash. You guys, I'm about to walk because I can't stay up here. Y'all hear me? So when I walk past you, turn around. Don't just sit there listening to my voice. Turn around. This is going to be a 360 experience. I don't know the rules of the conference. Thank God. So sometimes in life, you need someone to come and stand in your space and say, I see you. I see all of you. Without keeping track of who you've been, without keeping score of what you've done or what you haven't done, I just see the possibility in you. I'm not collecting the data based on 1995 or 2010. I don't know your ex. So I'm not listening to his story or her story, right? I'm not listening to your siblings. All I see is who can you be in the world today? Who can you become? Who's being born through you? What are you giving birth to? What idea, what possibility, what inspiration are you giving birth to right now? And you got to give birth to it because someone's life is going to be different because you said yes, yes. That your yes, yes was never about you. Your yes, yes was always about the people who will come across your path. And because you said yes, their lives are better. Yes. Because you were willing to be scared for your dream. You're willing to walk alone with your dream. You're waiting on someone to co-sign your dream. Here me when I say, can't nobody co-sign your dream when it's still yours.
Yes, yes.
So don't wait. I'm just waiting on support. You are what you need. You are what you need. If I waited for someone to see my greatness before I took a leap, Lisa Nichols would still be the secret.
Yes.
I have to ask myself, are you willing? Some of you, somebody came today. You don't even know you came for this conversation. I don't even know what they titled in the book. I just knew what I was going to talk about.